Good evening, everybody. It's Wednesday, so it must be our Spin into Stillness evening meditation. I'm Rev Rob, and I'm so glad that you are all here joining us, whether you're in real time on the live stream or you're watching the recording of our meditation. At any rate, we are all coming together in this energy for what I have named this as the metaphysical month of May, metaphysical May. And yes, I have no authority to do so, but I have in this space. And so I hope that you can join us in the reflection of what it means to have a metaphysical May and what that means to you. So when we're talking about metaphysical, we're talking about beyond the physical. So whatever in our lives that goes beyond our five senses, beyond what we can see, hear, taste, smell, or hear, or no, I say them all. You get the idea. Beyond our five physical senses, what happens in our lives? What is there that is a part of us that we know without a doubt is there, that is beyond this physical? And you don't have to believe in God, or you don't have to believe in any deity. You don't have to be any religion to make note of something that is metaphysical in your life. Is it inspiration that you've received that allowed you to create something? Is it the love that you have for your kids or your spouse or your parents or your closest friends? Is it a math problem you're trying to solve or a scientific theory that's up here, but you want to explore? All of those are about what we cannot see, hear, taste, touch, or smell. That's beyond the metaphysical. That's beyond the physical. That is the metaphysical. So we come here on Wednesday nights to go into the stillness that is within us, that allows us to reflect on all of these things metaphysically. And we are using, we're starting with our second deck of cards for this month, or for our experience together. And we are using a beautiful deck of cards called the Tao Oracle cards. These are gorgeous cards, and they all they come with a lot of explanation. We'll take a look at what the main idea is, or what the main concept is of each card. The artwork is beautiful, and I'm doing them for the second week because I'm hoping that as the light changes, that we'll be able to get a better focus than we did last week on the card. If not, we'll use these cards when it gets a little darker and we can get a little better focus. But they're beautiful cards, and they really offer a lot of insight. And I'm inviting all of us to just kind of track what we're feeling when I draw this card. What the card says, what the theme is, what are some of the images that you see on the card, how do they make you feel? Because that's what we're going to take with us into our meditation. Now, we have been, since we started this Spin into Stillness meditation evening, we like to set an intention for our evening together. So is it a question that you have that you would like to have answered? Is it guidance that you would like to receive? And I invite everyone to write it down, if you would like, on a slip of paper. If you would like, I'm going to do that. And if you don't want to write, or you don't have a piece of paper, you don't want to leave your spot right now, that's fine. Just think of that intention, think of it clearly, and then imagine yourself holding it as if it is in a piece of paper in your hand, and go from there. When we've all had a chance to reflect on those intentions, I will then create one slip of paper that says everyone's intentions. And so that will be what I then send into the flames from this candle here and send out into the universe. So this piece of paper, this little ticket, will represent all of our intentions, all of our questions. If we were in person, I would have a beautiful brazier bowl that we'd be able to light and have everyone put their intentions into the bowl and be burned. But for our online meditation, we'll have everyone represented in one that I burn. So let's just take a second and think about something in our lives right now, this week, that we either have a question about or would like guidance on. It doesn't have to be a lot of words. It doesn't have to be complicated, but it just has to be a thought that is an intention for the reflection that we take together this evening. And then when the card is drawn, you'll see how it fits in with that intention or that question. Makes sense? So I'm going to take a second now to quick reflection, and I will write mine down on my piece of paper. Again, you don't have to write it down. Hold it in your hands, send me the energy that's what's there, and I will capture it with everyone's intentions. Which I think I'll do that first. Here's everyone's intentions. I will keep these tickets close to me as we meditate this evening, imbuing them with the energy that I can offer while I lead our meditation this evening, and then we'll collect them metaphorically and we'll send them off into the universe. All right, so I've got mine. Give yours. So hold on to it. Put it in the palm of your hands, not too tightly, just add your energy to it as we go into the stillness. And as we do every week, I will shuffle the cards, and then we'll draw the top card so that you all can see I'm going right from the top. I'm not reaching in and pulling out my own intuition for me. I am going to pull the card that we can all agree will represent all of us, both as a group as well as individuals. And then go into the stillness with that card in mind. Who knows where it will lead us and what journey we will take. So I will start to shuffle. As I shuffle, if you want to make your nest very quickly, get comfortable, ready for meditation, and then just send your energy wherever you are, whether you're watching this as a recording or whether you are watching this in our live stream. Send your energy right to these cards. Even if you're watching on the recording, I'm going to receive the energy from wherever you are right now. So it is all part of the same community of meditators who are all going to spin into their stillness this evening. All right. Done a little movement. All right, I'm going to take the top card. Again, this is the second week we're using this deck for this meditation, and so it's been a while since I've used these cards. They're so beautiful. They're very to the point. And let's see what that top card has to say for us tonight, and that is... So this is our card for the week. You can see it. It says progress. Progress. I like it. So I'm going to put the card down in a moment, but some of the key words for this card, and again, think of what it makes you feel. Is there something in your life that this card is an answer to, or that allows you to be guided in the way that you've asked to be guided? Progress. Some of the key words that we're looking at this evening are advancement, recognition, appreciation, achievements, acceleration, steady gains, and increased clarity. Progress. Who doesn't like progress, right? So I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to put the card down so that you can get a better look at it from another view on the camera. It tells me 1 moment. Here's our card, progress. Take a look at it. What does the image say to you? The words. So let's do a little bit of reading about progress, shall we? progress. There is an old saying, in the bright light of day, all things become known. Circumstances are accelerating toward that illuminated zenith now. The outlook is brighter, and all signs point to an increasingly more rapid progress of events. It is also true that the brightening light of day represents expanded awareness that is revelatory and exposing. It increases the likelihood of careful scrutiny of our actions and attitudes in many dimensions of life. Anything that was once unknown, unclear, or undercover may now be brought to light. If what has been developing is greater maturity and an increasing spirit of harmony, then there will be no need for concern or guilt in the exposure. When we are sincere and resolute in our approach to life, taking no one for granted, then finding oneself in the spotlight is not a cause for alarm. Rather, you can observe life more keenly, and even sudden turns of events are appreciated as part of the natural progression of things and are accepted as such. If, on the other hand, you've been working behind the scenes to embellish your own reputation or enhance your position at the expense of others, all the manipulations that have gone into such efforts are, under the present circumstances, likely to be exposed. The ego enjoys letting it be known how hard it has worked to fully achieve a much deserved and probably long overdue moment of recognition. And once it has been sated by the applause, it is often all too ready to start slacking off. An irresponsible or self-involved attitude is driven primarily by the need to impress others with achievements. This is the kind of narcissistic condition that only ever feels okay when others acknowledge its specialness. But indulging this tendency has the unfortunate side effect of diminishing what could otherwise have been a peak moment of opportunity, simply because you are so involved in patting your own back that you lose your sense of timing. Recognizing that the timeliness of things requires a single, pointed attentiveness in order to discern the subtle signs of change that support your next move. Working in accordance with the time will sharpen your attention and your ability to sidestep the inconsequential. It is wiser to put your energy into increased alertness as soon as a cycle begins to peak. Otherwise, there is a danger that when the opportunity for progress is at its height, you will be snoozing under a shady tree, lulled to sleep by the assumption that you've already done enough and now it's time for a nap. Being alert now to the subtle nuances of what is happening around you will help you stay self-contained and energetically supported by the steadily increasing wave of progress that characterizes this time. The positive effects of your endeavors will naturally and effortlessly be multiplied for one and all. Taking care of the business at hand helps you to keep your feet on the ground in spite of your being in the limelight. This is not to say that the sweetness of the moment should not be savored. There is no full stop in the journey of life. Rather, the journey itself is the goal. So some other notes about this card and the key words. Maintaining attentiveness, clear-headedness, and personal integrity should be the focus of our attention now. It may feel as though others are restricting our progress or lack confidence in our abilities. But the best way to deal with it is to stay centered and positive. Turn our attention to what needs to be done and do it the best that we can. In time, the obstacles we're facing will begin to dissolve. When we relax our grip, our hand will open. When we have with our open hand, we might find that it is filled with something even better than what we thought we wanted. Progress is not always best accomplished by individual pilgrims. Sometimes it takes part of a group to reach a place where we intend to go. If we're naturally loners, consider joining with others now to see and seeing how far it can take. If you're naturally a team player, it's your time to shine. It would be foolish to withhold your energy now in an attempt to manipulate events. It would be equally foolish to roll over and be used by others in service of their own questionable motives. Progress is not always a good thing, and the means don't always justify the ends. If something in the air smells fishy, it is wise to move to higher ground to better see exactly what the stink is about, and then you can decide if it's worth going there. The sun rises through the morning, increasing its bright and life-affirmative quality. Upon its reaching its zenith at midday, it naturally moves into descent, and the gradual darkening of the light ensues. As it is above, so it is below. This is how all life works. Don't fall into the trap of looking for some way to improve upon it by hurrying the natural progression along. Everything is perfect as it is. I think that's the best line to take with us today as we reflect on progress and its expansive definition according to the Tao Oracle. But I know that I take away a beautiful, beautiful line. Everything is perfect, just as it is. So what we see in this card is very similar to what we saw in our card last week. And that was the spider spinning her web, waiting patiently. The reverse situation, it might be the case for this week, where the spider was not the center. She was waiting in the background for whatever was going to happen. And the attentiveness was about waiting to pounce when the time has come, with little fanfare, perhaps with little recognition. This week, however, we're talking about specifically being in the center, being in the spotlight, and assessing why we are in the spotlight and what we are to gain from that spotlight. So if we're seeking it for its own sake, progress might not happen as rapidly as we would like. If it is a space where we can savor our success, it's a whole other story. We deserve to be happy with who we are and what we have achieved. If recognition, fame is the be-all and end-all, well, chances are that's going to be a very, very empty success that will most likely not last long, or at the very least not be really what we thought it was. Both weeks are about being aware of the opportunity to move forward, being aware of what is best for us in our situation so that we can, again, make the right decision to move forward. Progress in and of itself is not the means or not the end. It is not necessarily always a benevolent experience if we are acting out of inauthenticity or acting in service of something that is not our greater good. So this is an expansive word. It requires a bit of reflection. I'm excited that we get to do that this evening. So let's begin. Let's start by getting relaxed. That means if you haven't already, built that nest around you and got your blankets and your pillows, however you enjoy being in meditation with us. Do it now. Do it now. And as we settle, we are going to just together, before I change the screen over to just the card, I just want us to take a moment to together catch that collective breath, the rhythm that we will take with us as we go into meditation, and to just become aware of this moment by paying attention to the breath as it enters our body. So we will inhale through our nose, through your whole body. Hold it for a moment, and exhale through our mouth. Now, I like to think of a mantra as the breath enters, and it kind of keeps me focused until we go off into our meditation. It's a combination of one that I read that Thich Nhat Hanh uses, and that is to be conscious of the breath as you enter as it enters your body. So you think to yourself, I am breathing in. I'm adding this. We hold and say, I am filled with love. And then we exhale, I am breathing out. So keep those words in mind. We'll be aware of our breath going in and out. Now I like to add a little more to it. And so I think to myself, I am breathing in life from the world around me, right? So I'm breathing in life. I'm filled with love. And then I'm breathing out happiness. So I breathe in life. I'm filled with love. And then I breathe out happiness. So you can choose whatever words you like, or however you would like to attach a mantra to your breath. But life, love, and happiness, 3 beautiful achievements, 3 beautiful ways to be, to have progress in our lives. So we breathe in life, fill ourselves with love, exhale, breathe out happiness. So for the next few moments, just allow your breath to have the same intention, maybe reflect on the mantra, but it is natural, it's at your own pace, so you're just breathing in with intention, holding and then exhaling. Turning on our card as we all get more and more relaxed with each breath, more and more relaxed with each breath. The card is on the screen so that you decide to remember the image and put the image into your brain once again. It's there for you. Otherwise, feel free to keep your eyes closed and keep remembering that I am breathing in, I am breathing out. Of course, filled, always filled with love. More and more relaxed. More and more relaxed. More and more relaxed. As we begin to hear the tones and our bodies become more and more relaxed, we feel safe. We feel cared for. And we feel ready to just, for a few moments tonight, let go of our physical bodies so we can go deep into ourselves, into our essence. Each breath, more and more relaxed, until our body just feels as if it's dissolved away, and with it, any pain we've experienced, any anxiety or angst or despair, it doesn't exist here in this spiritual plane where anything is possible and everything is possible. As we imagine ourselves ourselves going deeper. It's like we're folding in to our being. And with each fold into our being, we recognize a truer and truer presence of our own self. Truer and truer. It's almost as if we are becoming more and more real to ourselves. More and more vivid of our presence. We're relaxed. We are vivid to ourselves in this space. It is neither dark nor light, but it is vivid. And in this space, we can experience this vividness however we choose. In this wordless way. How are we experiencing our own presence? It feels so real. A living dream is essence, its presence. Now, if we need to look at the card again, we can just kind of crack open our eyes and look at it. Or maybe we've been staring at it. But as we do, as we reflect on this card now, let us think once again of the question or the guidance that we have requested. Look at this card. Feel the card. Maybe you're remembering it with your eyes closed. And as we think of our question or our intention, we see in our mind's eye the answer, which is progress. How does this card answer our question? How does it offer guidance? Attentiveness. Recognition. Appreciation. How do they fit in with us right now? Is it something that we need for ourselves to have progress? Is it something that we must offer as a gift to others? To someone specific? Attentiveness, recognition, appreciation, clarity, progress. How has the card answered our question? How is the card offering us guidance? Where is it leading us? How is it helpful? Just ask yourself, is it helpful? Does this answer the question? Ask it how it answers it, because it does. Ask it how it gives you guidance, because it does. Ask it, how is this helpful? How does the card make us feel? The image, the words, the message. We're going to just take a few moments before we return to think of a beautiful line from the reading. Everything is perfect, just as it is. Everything is perfect just as it is. For the next few moments, let's think of all the ways we are striving to make progress. Is it in your job? If it is, then say to yourself, the job is perfect, just as it is. Let's just take a few moments to just apply that to whatever in our lives we think we want to progress, we want to advance. My relationship with my children is perfect, just as it is. My relationship with my spouse and my parents. My home is perfect, just as it is. My ambition is perfect, just as it is. My body is perfect, just as it is. You get the idea. Just take a few minutes. Everything is perfect, just as it is. Everything. You get to name those everythings. Pull it all out. Anything that you have felt needs progress, that you feel has been less than perfect. And then the place or state, that thing, that situation, that place, that person is perfect, just as it is. Everything is perfect, just as it is. Everything. Affirming that everything in our lives, everything in the universe is perfect, just as it is, opens us to recognizing our awareness, all the souls, all the essences of those who are here in this meditative space, in the stillness with us. All those perfect beings. Perfect just as they are. Everything is perfect just as it is. beautiful. We feel so relaxed. We feel so hopeful and encouraged and filled with love for the perfection of everything. Realizing, of course, that our progress has been about recognizing the perfection of everything. Our own progress is about recognizing that one needs not progress at all. That's what we choose. Our progress is understanding that when anything is possible, everything is possible. So just choose in a reflection this evening, knowing this reflection is going to stay with us all week. Let's begin to come out of our meditative state. We become aware of our breath as it enters our nostrils. Maybe we remember the mantra. And breathing in life. Breathing in, filled with love. Breathing out, happiness. Our breath is here. The drum reminds us of the earth. Of life. Breathing in life. Filled with love. And breathing out happiness. Breathing in life. Filled with love. Breathing out happiness. Feeling energized by this breath, full of life, love, and happiness. Return, slowly dissolving back into our bodies. Taking your time to return. Making that progress. Progress to understanding that everything is perfect as it is. Breath feels good. Life feels good. We feel good. Let's return completely with our 3 quick breaths. We want to inhale deeply and exhale quickly. Again, inhale. Exhale. And one more deep breath. Inhaling and exhaling quickly. That was fun. All that progress is only us realizing that everything is perfect. Exactly how it is. you feel as great as I did. Let's see if or who is out there tonight. So I'm going to switch screens. Bear with me so I can say hello. I know Virginia is here on Zoom. Hello, Virginia. Thank you for being here tonight. Good to see you always. Let's see who we have on Facebook. You there? Great. If you're not, we'll catch you later on Facebook. There's Kathleen Dale. Yay. Rhea Murray. I love you guys. Thanks for coming tonight. Thanks for being here. Check this out. Love you guys. Thanks for coming tonight. Thanks for being here. Check this out. There's Mina. Hi, Mina. Got the regulars on the phase. I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Please remember that we'll be here next Wednesday. And always remember to check the Spiritual SPINister Facebook page. I'm working on the website still. Working on getting some other meetings and groups lined up. So hopefully we'll be able to have a spring and summer, a late spring and summer filled with some more fun and interesting ways to get in touch with ourselves, get deeper into ourselves, align with our spiritual selves, and to carry forth the momentum of this metaphysical May. Remember, please hit like to this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you have not. And hit that little bell there so that you can get notifications on whenever we decide to pop up and be on YouTube or Facebook Live. And that could be anytime in the future. So check it out. I will see you all next week. Have a good week of your metaphysical May, and I will look forward to checking back with you. Have a great night. Mwah. I love you. Be well.